Chapter 1.3.4 Container Lifecycle Hooks. This page explains how Kubernetes managed containers can utilize the Container Lifecycle Hook framework to execute code in response to lifecycle events. Overview. Kubernetes, similar to programming language frameworks like Angular, offers containers lifecycle hooks. These hooks allow containers to respond to events in their lifecycle management by running designated code when a specific hook is triggered. This feature helps containers to be more proactive and responsive in their operations within the Kubernetes environment. Container hooks. Containers in Kubernetes have the ability to access lifecycle hooks, specifically post-start and pre-stop hooks. The post-start hook is executed immediately after a container is created, but there is no guarantee that it will execute before the container's entry point. On the other hand, the pre-stop hook is called just before a container is terminated due to various events like a liveness probe failure or resource contention. This hook must complete before the container can be stopped, and the pod's termination grace period countdown begins before the pre-stop hook is executed. Containers can implement and register handlers for these hooks with 3 types of handlers available: exec, HTTP, and sleep. These handlers allow for specific actions to be taken when the hooks are triggered. When a hook is called, the handler is executed according to the hook action, with post-start and pre-stop hooks having different timing and implications for container termination. Hook delivery is intended to be at least once, meaning that a hook may be called multiple times for the same event. It is up to the hook implementation to handle this correctly, with only single deliveries typically made. In the case of a failure in a hook handler, an event will be broadcasted, such as a failed post-start hook or failed pre-stop hook event. Debugging hook handlers can be challenging, as the logs for a hook handler are not exposed in pod events. In the event of a handler failure, an event will be generated to indicate the issue. To simulate a failed post-start hook event, modifications can be made to the lifecycle events.yaml file and then applied to generate the necessary output for debugging.